So 10 times a year, we have our final Friday auction, and the money that we raise today will go to the Rotary Foundation, and we're sending it to the World Fund this time, and that's why I put my Venmo address up there. That's how you can pay. I thank everybody who brought prizes for us to buy. There's all sorts of price points here, and Bobby J is going to be our auctioneer.
Raise your hand right now. Everybody. Now the other hand. Okay. Now I know how to do it. So. All right.
This is from Vanessa.
Oh, I will talk about this. This is your little after the river trip. So you have your little river otter, and you have a sugar scrub, shower gel, and lotion from Bubbles. It's unscented, but you can bring it in, and she will add any scent that you would like.
And one of the things we're trying to do as much as we can is support local. And I don't know if you saw, but Bubbles put a call out on Facebook last month, I guess, and said, this is sucks. And we've all been going to Bubbles probably the whole time we've lived in Humboldt County. So thank you.
And she'll ship it anywhere also. It's awesome. It's a wonderful store. Oh, and dahlias from my garden.
Oh,
I'm going to walk around with it.
which
Thank
are
you.
doing quite well, I
They're
must
lovely.
say. Quite variety there. All right. People here, people at home.
No.
How do we know who they are?
Ian knows.
Ian knows. Good. All right. Okay. First item here on the auction block. Is there a bid for $100? Do we have $100? $100. $100 out there anywhere? Okay. $50. Charlie, we have $100. Is there 120? How about 120? Anybody in the room? Anybody at home? 120? 120? All right. I take 110. How about 110? Anybody here? After the river. Now, what's the deal with that? You kind of stinky after the river? But spend some time on the river. Okay, we have $100. $100 going once, going twice. Okay, so Charlie Jordan, is that what it was?
Somewhere. Okay.
Somebody out there.
Ian, ask her how she wants to get it.
I'll bring it back to the Griffin.
Okay, cool.
Such a handy little hub.
Jessica.
So dinner and a show, what's great? What's not bad
After
about
the
that?
river.
After the river, yes. As many of you know, I've been involved with Redwood Curtain for on and off for a lot of years, and we're coming back, baby! We have our first full production that opens next weekend and runs for 3 weekends. It's called The Children. It's been in rehearsal, and so I am buying you 2 tickets to see this show anytime during the run, and also there's a $50 gift certificate to Salt. So
All
we have
right.
dinner
Okay.
before, and then go to the theater.
And this is in the same building over in Eureka.
Yeah,
Very intimate, very cool.
very
Very
small
cool.
little space. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, there's a press release that tells you what the show is and those sorts of things. So, yeah.
Good, a night out. Who wants it? $100 bid. Anybody out there? I have $100. Is there 120? I have $100. Is there 120? Ian, anybody typing away? Okay. Is there $120 out there? I have a $100 bid. $100 bid is I have 120. I have 140. Is there 160 anywhere? 160. 160 here. Dinner and a show. Dinner and a show. 160. Anybody? Ian? No. All those stay-at-homes are just going to stay at home, I guess. Okay. 160. Going once. Going twice. Thank you, Tom. I got to you on that one. Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
We have 4 $25 gift cards to the group. Once again, in keeping with our Love Local and helping support our members too. So there are 4 $25 gift cards.
Okay.
To the group.
Are we doing this to 4 different people?
I think 4 different people, unless somebody's really thirsty.
Okay. Thank you, Ian. I have a $50 bid here. I always get confused when we do that this way. But anybody want all 4? $50? $50?
No, $50 does not get you all 4.
No.
$50 gets you 1.
All right. So now I got to go out there and find 3 more people. Okay. All right. Okay. We have 2 $50 bids. I have 3. Okay. Okay.
Chris and Lisa, is that
That's
1 or
4. Okay.
That's 3. Wait.
2? Okay, 1 to Ian, 1 to Lisa, 1 to AJ. I went to Marty. Is that
Good.
right, Adrian? Yes.
All right, all going? Okay, so thank you very much.
Marty.
1, 2,
And how much were they? 15 each,
Okay, thank you. Now.
Oh, Jess, are you keeping track? I'm trying to keep track too. Okay, cool. Okay, good.
Who was the donor?
Me. Oh, cool. So, so this is the same thing. Now that we're in practice for the gift cards, this is for Durango Town Cider
Okay.
and North Story Wine.
What?
North Story Wines and Redwood.
Okay, yes, the two of them. Good Friday night action going on there. Redeem those here tonight if you buy these. Do we have a $50 bid from anybody? Come on, anybody at home? Wrangle Town Cider. I have $150, I have $250, $350,
Ian?
$450 in-house here. You know where to
Okay,
it. Thank you.
Who and who?
Yeah, raise your hand.
Dustin, Carol, Dustin, Carol.
Lisa, I'll have yours at the Griffin.
Thank you.
And Pat, were you a
Yes.
No, I was.
No, Terry, okay.
I like this. I like this. So we were Cindy Sutcliffe, who used to come to our meetings, and she would always bid more than the value, and somebody would say, but it's only worth $100. She says, it's a foundation auction. Tom, I don't know what this is.
That one is a $50 gift certificate to the campground
Okay.
and 4 tickets to the crabs.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so after you're back from the river, you can.
How many more crabs games do we have coming
I
out?
don't know.
A lot, a lot. One of the band members says a lot. Okay.
Not a lot.
Okay. Well, one of the trumpet players, yeah, he's in a band.
There's 2 weekends left.
Okay, we gotta get with this, folks. Get with it. Is there a $100 bid out there? $100. I have 100. Want to go 120? I have 100. See how nice I'm being now? 120 with John here. I have 120. Is there 140? 140, 120. Anybody at home? 120. John? 120 going once, going twice. Oh. What? Well,
I know people are listening, I like it. It's because Waterloo's up there.
yeah.
So I have
Angela.
2 recycled bags. So these are my friend Cece owns Irish shop, and she always donates. She thinks she's an honorary member. And so she has donated some Irish scone mix and some tea. And these have coffee, tea, scone mix, champagne, eggs for my chickens, sausage, and my son has just made blackberry jelly. So it's breakfast.
Cool breakfast.
And there's
Okay.
2.
Maybe before you go to the.
So those are matching?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, you should walk those around so everybody can see in the back, yeah. Ooh, thanks.
Sausage.
All right,
Champagne.
breakfast with champagne. Weekend's coming up. Do I have a $100 bid? How many?
What?
100. $1. No, $100. I have a $100 bid. $100 bid. Is there 120 out there? 120. I have 120. How about 140? How about 140? 120 out on the floor. 120. $120 bid. Anybody at home, Ian? They all go to sleep. 120. All right.
140.
I have 140. Somebody whispered in my ear. I have 140. $140 bid. Is there 160? 160, 160. I have 120. Excuse me, I have 140. Going once. I have 160. Thank you, Rebecca. 160. $160. Is there $180? 180. 180. You get the recycle bags. 180.
So that's for one. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
180. Yeah. Okay. How about?
It's a fundraiser.
I know. So I have 160 and I have 100. I'm looking, I have 160 and I have a 140. You guys want to split and just go 150 each? Does that work?
Who's the other
Yes.
one?
Rebecca. Yeah, we have both of you sold for 150 each.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh. It's okay.
Okay, Michael's up next.
I've been doing some writing. If any of you are teachers, this is teaching history, volume 1, volume 2, a lot of lessons, a lot dealing with our minority populations. Yes. Yes. If you know a teacher, Mr. Principal. Okay.
All right, so these two books are coming up here?
Yeah.
Okay,
And they're going together because.
They're going together.
Volume 1 and volume 2.
good, yeah, and then a few years later, we write another one once we have one. Right. All right, start your library today. Is there a $100 bid? $100 bid out there? Is there a $50 bid? Do I have $50? $50, I have a $50 bid. Is there a $60 bid? 50, 60, 50? Is there a $60 bid? I have $50, $50 going once.
Thank you, Hannah.
I've seen the price of the textbooks.
And sold. Hey. Maybe you should do a report on something you learned.
Now we have a bag of vegetables. But you can tell us what's in there. It's a box bag. Yeah, we'll do it.
Fresh from my garden this morning. Enough for a really nice salad for the family. Carrots, zucchini, celery, lettuce. Garden fresh,
Okay.
has not been washed.
Organic.
Yes, very, yes.
All right. Do we have a $100 bid? $100 bid?
Green onions,
$50 bid. Keep it going. Come on, Mike, keep it going. $50 bid? $25. Do we have a $25 bid out there? Come on, folks, gotta make a salad. I have $25.
got a 50, got a 50.
Okay, thank you. Just took $50. Is there $60? $50, $50 bid. Is there $60 out there, anybody? Okay, $50 going once, twice, and sold it. Miss Jessica.
Previously, I have put together 3 volumes of my interviews with veterans. This one is an eyewitness to history. Dan Leahy, 97-year-old gentleman I interviewed who was an Irish immigrant. He was a member of the United States Cavalry and went to the Philippines in 05 and 06. He just happened to be at the right place at the right time throughout his life. Really fascinating gentleman. So that's one book. These two, volume 1 and volume 2, are veterans. Volume 1, mostly veterans, World War II from Southern California. Volume 2 is mostly veterans from this area. Okay, both World War II, Korea, Vietnam. So these two are together, or all 3.
You might as well have your whole set.
And I will sign them for you.
Yeah.
So the second, I bought the second volume a couple of years ago because John Mitchell, who lives here, was a POW on the Pueblo. And we have 2 Pueblo veterans who live here. And we've known him for years. And anyway, I sent it to my mom and she really liked it because she'd met John and my dad was with him, so it was really cool.
All right, is there a $100 bid out there? $100. Start your library today. $50. Is there a $50 bid? $50, $50, $25. We started at 25, 25, 25. I have a bid for 25. Is there 30? How about $30? $30. Anybody in the room? I have $30.
We've got a $50 bid.
Okay,
Online.
$50. Nice, $50. Thank you. Going twice.
Yeah.
Sold. And who was it? Rachel. Thank you,
Okay,
Rachel.
Let her know that they'll be at the Griffin. Our office.
Last but not least, this is my newest creation, which is story, well, the title is Asking Why, Story of a Baby Boomer, Me. This is a biography of my life and teaching career and a lot of interesting things, at least I think, interesting things that happen to me.
Did we get a mention in that?
Hmm?
Did we get a mention to, in there at the end?
Shoot, I have to revise. You'll write that on the end.
Okay. All right, when you autograph the front, why don't you do it? Write something in the back. Currently, I'm, yeah, okay. Read about Michael. Is there $100 bid out there? $100, $50. And you'd have to get back and you could do another craft top for Michael. That would be good. $25. 25 bucks out there. 25. I have 25. Yep, I have 25. Is there 30? Is there 30? This is our last item, right? Last chance, $30. $25 going once, going twice. Thanks, John. All right, good job, you guys.
Okay, do we have a total, Ms. Jessica?
2,400. Oh my God.
Okay, so, yes,
I have a question. So on our recognition amount, right?
yes, uh-huh,
Every 1,000 gets us a Paul Harris level, right?
for the most part, yeah. And so, thank you for bringing up that. It's a good question. So on the recognition amount, in my world, it would just be direct dollars that you or some have given to the Rotary Foundation. Some of that total could include points that were given to you. That's not going to happen a lot, but it could. So what's your question?
So like, for example, I am, my current total ends in 805. And today I've been on something for 150. So 75 of that goes to me.
No, all of it goes to you.
All of it? I thought half went to the person who's not.
No. We don't do that anymore. That was the way Final Friday, thank you for bringing that up, started. But because everybody in the club is already a Paul Harris, there's no point in giving them points because they don't do anything. So the whole amount goes.
Well, then that changes my math. My point was, I'm looking at it, right? And if I just maybe donate today, like another $50, I could get to my next Paul Harris. I'm just trying to do the math,
Yes,
to figure
ma'am.
out,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
addition to my 150, if I just gave a little more. could I
More
get
is
to my
always good.
next? I was curious what that number.
More
was.
is always good.
Thanks.
Thank you. That's a great question. Are there more questions? Okay. Ian.
For people that have some Paul Harris points, can they combine theirs to recognize somebody?
Yes.
Like Romy and I want to recognize somebody, we each have 500.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
You can do that. So just write it on your piece of paper how you want to do that and their name and yes.
It just, you just said, you just highly emphasized, Paul Harris is our recognition. So there's a voluntary recognition, one special recognition of anybody for any sort of service or typically forward, or something.
The mom's
She is. She's next.
Just FYI.
Yeah.
We're highly purposed.
My daughters both became Paul Harris when they were, toddlers, because I passed on to them. And during a job interview, as a 18-year-old, one of them noticed that the person had a Rotary pin. And she said, "Oh, I love Paul Harris fellow," which was really nice in the interview. The person was pretty impressed by that. So I was impressed about to say that. So it was cute. It was cute. It's just a cute example of how it's recognized as sweet and internationally even more so.
Terry, it helps me send a Paul Harris recognition to a student that I hosted years back. So that when she arrived home, her club gave it to her, and her club wrote later and said, "This is like we barely anybody in our club has reached that level because they're a lower income area of the world." And they were really grateful to have Bobby recognized for her being here as a good ambassador for them. So it really was for the whole club that came down to it.
Thank you. And when we usually have recognized our inbound students also and our outbound students. With somebody, but anyway, because I've gotten out of the habit because we haven't had youth exchange for a couple of years. But one of our European students was recognized, and his father was not a Paul Harris fellow, but he was a Rotarian, so he knew what it was. And the young man, his name escapes me, sent his father an email showing him, the club had made him a Paul Harris Fellow, and his father wrote back that, that can't be possible, that just doesn't happen. And so, because it's different in other countries than it is in the United States because of our tax laws, recognizing charitable donations. I echo what Dustin said. I've been to Evanston several times. I highly recommend getting a tour of the Rotary headquarters, and Evanston's a beautiful city, right on Lake Michigan. Marty went to the beach when we were there. They have International Food Festival. It's, Northwestern being, making it a university town. And it's a tiny little train ride to the Chicago Art Institute, which is one of my favorite museums in the whole world. And then after I went there, then I caught a cab to Nordstrom, which is like really the mothership of Nordstrom is in Chicago. And so it was, anyway, Evanston is cool and Chicago is too.
Do you have your Nordstrom fellowship yet?
If you go to some Nordstroms, you'll see my picture. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks to all the people who donated. Thanks to all the people who bought. Some people might have donated and bought too, and I appreciate that also. So, till next week.
Next week, we have Robin's Craft Talk, and we have our district governor visit. So please be at that meeting.
That's correct. There are only 6 Crabs games left. And I don't pay to get in because I'm the band. So if anybody thinks they might be able to make a Crabs game, somebody else. All right, see you there.
Anything else?
I have a plum tree in my backyard, which exploded plums just recently. So I have a bag by our name tags with a bunch of very delicious, totally ripe plums ready to go in your bellies. Great source of fiber and antioxidants. So please do me the favor. I hate wasting food. So I thought I would share with all of you. Grab a couple plums for your lunch on the way out. They make really good jam. Really good jam, okay.
Anybody else? Penny?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. Have a great week.